Could sustainable aviation fuel be the game changer for the aviation industry? Could it be the solution to its carbon footprint problem? Introducing sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, a promising innovation that reduces CO2 emissions by 70%. This isn't a futuristic concept, but a reality we're moving towards. SAF could be pivotal in reaching net zero carbon emissions by 2050. A cleaner, greener future is no longer mere hiss. The recent historic Flight 100 has brought this potential to life, showing us the real-world feasibility of SAF. On November 28, 2023, history was made when Virgin Atlantic's Flight 100 took off using 100% sustainable aviation fuel, flying across the Atlantic from London Heathrow to New York JFK. This groundbreaking venture wasn't a solo flight. It was the result of a collaborative effort involving several key players, each bringing their own expertise to the table. Virgin Atlantic, the pioneering airline, brought this historic flight to life. They were backed by academic powerhouses, the University of Sheffield and Imperial College London, who were instrumental in testing and assessing the sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF, used for the journey. This was no small task, as the fuel had to meet stringent performance and safety standards while also proving its environmental credentials. The University of Sheffield didn't just bring their academic prowess to the project. They also brought a state-of-the-art SAF research and development facility, the first of its kind in the UK. Here, new fuels can be developed, tested, and certified, providing a launch pad for future innovations in sustainable aviation. Boeing, a name synonymous with aviation, and Rolls-Royce, a titan of engineering, also played crucial roles in this historic project. They ensured that the aircraft and engines were ready for the new fuel, putting their vast experience and technical expertise to good use. BP, a giant in the energy sector, was another key collaborator, bringing their extensive knowledge of fuel technology to the table. The project was also partly funded by the UK's Department of Transport, demonstrating the government's commitment to supporting sustainable aviation. And what was the result of this remarkable collaboration? Researchers from the University of Sheffield and Imperial College London confirmed that SAF reduces carbon dioxide emissions by up to 70% compared to traditional jet fuel. It's a game changer for the aviation industry, paving the way for a more sustainable future. This flight proved that SAF can be used on long-haul flights, marking a major milestone in aviation history. The success of Flight 100 is just the beginning. The future of sustainable aviation fuel looks promising. We're not merely talking about a greener way to fly, we're talking about a revolution in the aviation industry. Let's take a moment to discuss the need for an expanded sustainable aviation fuel industry. Virgin Atlantic CEO Shai Weiss stressed this point emphatically. The growth of the industry is not just about reducing carbon emissions, but also about creating a new economic sector with vast potential. One of the key players in this revolution is the University of Sheffield's Sustainable Aviation Fuel Research Facility. Here, new fuels are born, tested, and validated. It's like a nursery for the fuels of the future, providing a safe and controlled environment where innovation can thrive. But we're not there yet. As of now, sustainable aviation fuel represents less than 0.1% of global jet fuel volumes. Current fuel standards allow for just a 50% sustainable aviation fuel blend in commercial jet engines. These limitations are significant, but they're not insurmountable. They're challenges to overcome, stepping stones on the path to a greener future. What does this all mean? It means that the success of Flight 100 isn't an end, it's a beginning. It's a proof of concept, a demonstration that sustainable aviation fuel isn't just a dream, but a practical, achievable reality. With continued research and development, the use of sustainable aviation fuel is set to increase, revolutionizing the aviation industry and bringing us closer to a more sustainable future. This revolution won't happen overnight, but with each flight, each experiment, each new discovery, we're getting closer. And that's something we can all look forward to.